What's up guys, my name's Noah, I make music as Haterade, and you are watching The Productive Producer. This video is going to show you how to add new texture, tail, and character to your snare drums. And sort of how you can Frankenstein your favorite drums together to make brand new ones that are personal to you. If at any point this video is helpful for you, consider clicking like on this channel and subscribing, putting out new videos every Friday. So let's jump into the building blocks of a snare drum. So right here we have the first element, which is the transient. And the rest of these elements here, we have the body, and then the tail. And then sometimes you can have extra little texture, like here I chose a tambourine. So the transient, you want to find like drums that have a nice pop to them, usually have a good transient. Essentially that's the sound you're looking for right there. But it's super important because if we were to play all of these together without the transient, here, let me turn all these back on. If I were to take away that transient, listen. It helps, makes it pop a little bit more. After that, we want to find the body, which that's where we usually get that tonal. Like we need some of this up here, but what we're after is this tone down here. If I grab the headphones. So what we can do, let's actually just try to find another one here. We can go into the Echo Soundworks Roses pack. This is where all these samples are from. If you want to go grab those, I'll put a link in the description. I collabed with Shane from Echo Soundworks on this pack, and we did a lot of these sounds together. So if you do get this pack, chances are you're gonna have a lot of sounds from me in here. All right, let's see, find one. Yeah, let's use that one. Okay, you can see this one's already got a transient too, but we're Frankensteining our own here together. So let's move that over, drag that. Okay, so then the next thing we need is the tail, and this is the part we can just sort of swap out for anything. Let's actually find another clap here. That one sounds good. Let's try that one. We'll drop that one in here, just like that. Roll off some of that. We don't want this to get caught in the reverb. And I have soothe on here, but you don't need to have soothe in order to get this to work. Let's even take it off. What we want to do here is we want to make sure that we're cutting off those ultra highs there. Bringing the decay time up a little bit. And I don't want to get it too crazy here because when we turn on the plugins on the group, we're going to get it even more dialed in. But I'm going to keep the dry wet down here around 30%. Switch the quality to high, and you can, if you guys have Valhalla reverbs or any other reverb, you could use it. I'm just using stock here, just so you guys, if you have Ableton, you have these things. I think we're only using one third-party plugin here, and that's Sausage Fattener. That's pretty easy to get your hands on. I think that should be good for right there. And then adding in the tambourine. Okay, so right now these sounds sound good, but they don't sound like they're all together. First thing we're gonna do, glue compressor. Glue compressor glues things together. That's essentially what it just adds color to everything, so it sort of makes them all feel like they're cohesive and together. So what we do here is we turn up the attack a little bit to, I got it around 3 right there, and bring down the release. We want the compression to stop working very quickly. So what we're gonna do is bring the threshold down and the gain up, and you can kind of hear, still lets that transient through. I'll back it off a little bit here, but then it also gives that tail a little bit more of a presence there. Then we'll go to the EQ here, and I'm going to try to find that tone at the bottom that we found in the body. Amplify that a little bit, and then drum bus. Drum bus is your friend. We're going to bring up the drive just a little bit to saturate everything. Turn on the compressor. I'm going to bring the trim down a little bit. And we could mess with the transients here depending on how much of the transient you want versus how much the body. You can. Depends on how you want it there. And then the sausage fattener will just bring the the fatness up to 12% and the color way up here. think, yeah, bring the fatness down a little bit. Just dial it in till it gets to where you want it to be. And then you could sort of just dial in the volume knobs here and sort of adjust where needed. Like for me, maybe we can bring that tail down a little bit. Maybe we bring the tambourine up a little bit. The body, bring it up a little bit. And then you can always check the waveform by printing it to a channel right here. Like we could drop it in. That's what our waveform looks like. And I mean, you could go from there, but this is really the fundamentals to putting a snare together and designing your own snare. Hopefully you found that video helpful. If you did, consider clicking like on this video and hitting subscribe. New videos every single Friday. We'll see you next Friday. Peace.